All over my house are containers for ideas. Many of these containers for ideas are books written by other people that have copious highlights and are full of ideas I personally don't want to forget, that I want to turn into living ideas, not just ideas slumbering in a book, but ideas that I personally can listen to over and over again for motivation or ideas in the future. Then a lot of the ideas are on notepads. I've just kept notes whenever I have had an idea in the past. I've scrawled down a little shard to remind myself of that idea, and I value these ideas so much that I have been wondering what is the best way for me to pay tribute to these ideas and get them out there so that other people can have them and think about them and probably need to buy TinyVox in order to better pursue the wisdom that they contain. There is a subtle distinction between ideas and wisdom because ideas contain wisdom. Wisdom inherently has to do with the good, for either the common good or your own good. It's like a value that is in an idea. So if I have an idea of going to get some ice cream, there's some inherent wisdom to that, both positive and negative, and you can wisely assess an idea. The judgment of an idea or of anything must necessarily come after the existence of the idea. So your first step is to brainstorm, to just let your idea self go, because you are going to judge it later, and the world will also judge ideas that you decide to broadcast. Of course, you can always just email yourself, which is 90% of what I do anyway. But the world needs ideas. Clearly, we are running short. And it's not just ideas, it's good ideas. And good ideas generally are not just a function of brilliance, they're a function of revision. So the second opportunity to listen back to the idea that you had is your chance to judge it and to make further ideas happen. So you're really making a idea take up two different segments of your life, not just one. The first being your creation, the second being the first time you listen back to it. And what if the idea, if you put it on YouTube, it just spreads, it goes crazy. It helps a lot of people think out loud, or helps a lot of people, change the way their day is going. And maybe that adding of value to the world and getting people to think is what's going to save it. Because if there's one thing that has worked out pretty much the way it should, it's the internet. I think in general we've all gained immensely from it, but it's important not to lapse into the trap of just existing. You've got to actually push back. You've got to take ideas and wisdom and try to fight the forces of negativity and stupidity. So I'm counting on you, as well as the future, right? The future depends on your ideas right now.